that we've put on today is the Red Flags Coercive Control Show, and probably more often than not we are asked to deliver the show with a female victim/survivor, and I use the words interchangeably, and a male abuser/perpetrator. However, we sometimes get asked to deliver that in a different way. So we've told the dynamic from a female abuser perspective, and we've also told it from a same-sex couple perspective. But the show, you know, it looks different, the dynamic's a little bit different, but the red flag format with the flashcards and the audience having the red flags is exactly the same. It's almost like a pick it up and take it model, but we just build the story around it.
What Charlotte's mates are going to be there? Jess?
Yeah, are you?
This is about coercive control in relationships and spotting the red flags in a relationship before they turn violent. So a majority of people believe that abuse is physical, but I think through this workshop we learn that abuse starts way earlier before it gets physical. There's financial abuse, there's mental abuse, there's verbal abuse, all these kind of different things which we try and give the young people and adults tools to kind of spot those.
Event today came about through having a conversation at the Domestic Abuse Operational Group meeting, and we were deciding what we wanted to do to promote the 16 days of action. So I think for us as organisations that work in the field of domestic abuse, it's really, really important that we are working together, because this is a huge issue, this is a global issue, that we're working together and bringing about opportunities to generate conversations.
Let me tell you that financial control is illegal. It is part of coercive control, and it is unlawful to control someone else's finances.
Events like this are so important. Red flags particularly, the work that is taking place with children and young people, raising awareness, allowing people to spot the signs, showing that professional curiosity for us as professionals within the sector, but equally raising awareness across everybody that is affected by this terrible crime.
Look, why not let us something sweet?
I don't want none of your horrible food. What don't you understand? Come here. Just look. Just look. Look in the mirror. Look up. What? It's disgusting.
For us as an organisation that works with children and young people that are impacted by domestic abuse and sexual violence, it was about having an event that could engage children and young people in a really interactive and participatory way.
Being showered with gifts, being told you're wonderful, being told you're absolutely the best thing they've ever seen, you're their soulmate. If it feels too good to be true, it probably is.
You was not at home. Do not lie to me again. Where were you yesterday? I seen you. You called a bus and you went into town. Who were you meeting? Just a simple question.
They'll sometimes be like shouting out, and they'll be like, yeah, we've seen them all, or sometimes they'll be unsure and don't know whether to put their hand up and say. So Lisa will go through like step by step the scene and say why this was a red flag and why this was bad.
You might have also seen in that last scene she showed what we call signs of codependency. Please don't leave me, please don't go. She will feel that she cannot do without him. It's almost like a drug. She's so drawn to him. It's a trauma bond. It's a really, really real thing.
It was reassuring because a lot of the young people were able to identify what a red flag was.
Give me an example. Why does he want to know, and how do we know he wants to know where she is at all time?
Because he said to her to put a snapback on, but she didn't feel comfortable.
I always say, you know, if you're coming to watch a big showy musical, that's not what our shows are about. They're about impact, they're about education, and they're about getting the point across to particularly young people, although we do work with older audiences as well.
The more that we can help people understand, encourage people to come forward and report is so important.
I think it's a really, really important message, especially to children, but also to adults, because there's a lot that adults don't know and that they'll need to look out for themselves and for their children, or if they're teachers, for their students. There's a lot of stuff I've learned from doing the project that I wish I'd have known when I was a lot younger.
If we save one person or one person goes away with a new perspective from the show, then I feel like I've done my job.